All right, everybody, welcome back to the morning after. I am sitting here with, honestly, I love you, just so you know, I'm a fan. But we're in studio with one of the most requested guests, if you didn't know that.
Wow.
Yes, you are. I can't believe it's taking this long to collaborate with her, but another girl who knows a thing or two about being an NFL wife, podcaster, and a mom. Allison Kuch is here.
Yes. Oh my gosh, the feeling is mutual.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't know, but I appreciate that. Well, I looked at Karen and I was like, I'm pretty sure she's from Michigan.
Yes.
Okay. I feel like that's hard to find.
We're like royalty to me though. Like you guys as like the
That's really
NFL
funny.
couple, I was like, oh yeah, because I grew up born and raised in Michigan.
Yeah, and you're younger than me, and so you're way younger than me. It's okay. But I just find like I want to start there because I have so much love for that city, that place.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Do you go back a bunch, or where are y'all now?
So we live in Orange County.
Oh,
Yes.
I love Orange
So
County.
we
Yes,
are
yes.
thriving down in Orange County. Do
That's
I miss
fantastic.
Michigan? Yes.
Family
would
still
I just my parents.
Okay.
So would I move back? No. But I do look forward when I go back. So like we're
Okay.
going back for Christmas. I'm like, oh, let's do it for a whole month. Like the white snow Christmas. Like I love Michigan. Always will have a place in my heart.
Yeah.
Not gonna live there full time.
And I understand that. It can get gray and it can get tough when it gets gray.
Yeah.
Honestly, I never realized that or like knew a place could make you feel a certain way until I moved there
Yes.
and spent a winter there. It's tough.
I struggle right now with the June gloom in California.
Bad.
So I don't know how because I went to Michigan State too. So I was there for, 22 years.
it.
But I just don't know how I did the gray for so long.
Let me tell you, I wonder if we were in the same Michigan State bars at one point because I was going there when I probably shouldn't have been. I was too old. And I'm wondering if you
And I was probably going there when I was too young.
Yeah, fair.
So maybe we crossed paths for
might
sure.
have
Yeah.
actually worked. But I did have a time there. That's a great school.
Loved it. Have no complaints about Michigan State. I bleed green and white
I love
through
it.
and through.
All right, real quick, let's get into our It's a Lots. Tell me, what's a lot for you right now?
Baby laundry.
What's a bitch?
How the hell can I swear on this podcast?
Yes, girl,
How
yes.
the fuck do you get out of stain?
You buy cheap. You don't.
Because here I am, like buying her all these cute clothes, and everyone's like, "Oh, just like strip your baby down to feed them." I'm like, "Okay, so we're in public. What are we doing?
Yeah,
Are we just like?"
I learned really quick with the twins.
I have no idea how you did that.
Well, girl, I didn't know any different. So,
Okay,
and
yeah.
I had Tata, my Tata, who's fantastic. That was my work wife, and we tag
You did
teamed
it.
Yeah, but I learned real quick because everyone's buying these cute clothes, and I bought them cute clothes, and especially like too. So it's kind of fun, you know, and ruined everything and spent way too much money. That was a complete waste. And
Yes.
so the third and fourth came along, and I'm like, you're in white onesies off of most likely Amazon. So
gonna be my game plan. Absolutely, because right now I feel like I have to spot treat everything.
No, it never comes
And then
out.
everyone's like, well, you have to do it right away. I'm like, I don't do anything right away. That's not my way of life.
No.
Like, I am a type B person, so absolutely not.
And also, like, who has time to do that shit right away? What do you mean?
No.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. My license has been expired for, God only knows how long, so I literally Ubered up here. So,
Do you at least have a California license?
no.
Oh, you don't?
No, that's yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You are tight. Okay.
yeah.
Got it. Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah, you don't want to know a lot more about me because I'm very type B, but I'm trying to get better.
You'll get there. But I get you with the stains because honestly, even as they get older, it's different stains.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it just is what, and honestly,
I never
though,
thought about that.
I do think at this point, no one cares. I mean, if your baby comes out in a stained piece of clothing, everyone gets it.
Right?
They're like, yeah, been there,
Like,
done it.
I'm like, do I have to throw away the shirt because it has raspberries on it? No, right?
No. Maybe next time you feed her raspberries, just put it back in.
Yeah, just put it. Exactly. That's her raspberry shirt.
Just do it again. Well, I want to ask you about first your marathon situation
Oh my gosh.
because you mentioned you're not a runner.
Oh, I'm not.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like running.
So first of all, what do you do for a workout?
Well, that's the thing. What I do I like walking.
Okay.
Okay. I like
You suck. You look like that and you walk.
I like workout
my
classes.
God.
I like going to the gym
Okay.
and just treadmill.
you get the you get the vibes of the
Right.
gym.
Yes.
Okay. I like that. Okay. So but now we're running a marathon.
Now we're running a marathon
And
because I don't like to be doubted.
Who doubted you?
My husband.
Ooh, that's the one person that can't doubt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned like, oh, maybe I should like run a marathon. And he was like, you have to run every day, right? Like you have to consistently train. I was like, you said the wrong thing.
It's a challenge.
Yeah, you're done.
How's it going though?
Well, I'm surprisingly more in shape than I thought.
Okay.
So it's actually going surprisingly well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And I'm kind of liking it.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, wait, I think I could run another mile. And then I just keep running and I'm like, wow, this is actually going well.
So is it like kind of like a stress reliever for you, you think? Like you're kind of just like,
I mean, it's definitely a few hours out of the house and I'm like, wow, this is nice.
you know what? You just found your golf.
Yeah. What's that?
Well, golf takes the men out of the house the whole day. So now you found your golf. Like you're like, oh, I'm going to run like a few more miles.
Yes. Okay.
Or maybe you're getting in the car, but who knows? He doesn't know.
No, nobody knows. So yeah, that's, I guess, what I'm going to start doing now.
Wait, this is exciting for you. And you signed up.
I did sign up.
Okay. When is this marathon?
November.
Okay, you
We
have time.
months.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've never trained for a marathon, and I'm not going to doubt you.
And now Kelly is one of my doubters.
No, I'm not.
And you know what? This is great, actually, for me because it's going to make me more motivated.
Light that fire. That's
Yeah.
all I'm doing. That's all I'm
Just
doing.
lighting the fire into the ass. I run in like nice neighborhoods, so I'm looking at houses. I'm pulling up Zillow. It's a whole activity. It
Oh,
feels
I
like
love that.
Pinterest, but like in real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's in Orange County.
Yes.
Oh, and I bet the houses are fantastic down
They're
there.
beautiful.
The air's nice.
I have no complaint. Yeah, air quality 10 out of 10. I don't know
And the
about here
ocean breeze.
in LA, but
no, it's not that here. It's
yeah.
definitely not. All right, so obviously you are married. Tell us how you met your husband real quick.
We met in college. My sister was dating my now husband's teammate at the time.
Okay.
Went down to Notre Dame to visit my sister visiting there. And while I was there, I met Isaac at a party.
And that's it.
And the rest is history.
Wow.
Yes.
Like mutually
no.
just like, but mutually kind of fell for each other, or did one fall harder?
Definitely mutually.
Oh, that's good.
Like
that was not my case, but
we
that's good.
we became boyfriend and girlfriend like 2 weeks later.
Oh, wow.
And we were already talking like marriage, babies, like
Dang.
it was quick. And then I don't know why it took him 6 years to propose, but that's different.
That's a man.
Yeah.
I mean, I same thing with my husband. It was a very long time.
It was like a quick burn, but then I was like, "Where's the ring?"
Yeah.
So, but now we have a child. So
I love that, and we'll get into that too. I want to ask that, but
Yeah.
Notre Dame, okay, because I've heard some interesting things about Notre Dame. They're very strict there.
very strict.
Okay, so like
It's
when
a
you
Catholic school,
did you
like through and through.
yeah, so when you visited him, you're like not allowed to stay there, right?
So
Or like how
I
does
don't
that
think he
all
can get in trouble
work?
now. I mean, he's out of college
Well,
now.
I'm
but
sure they do it. Everyone does it,
Right.
but it's very
But
interesting.
You're supposed to stay on campus until you're a senior, and then senior year you can move off.
Got
I
it.
think especially as an athlete, I'm not sure if you're not an athlete how that plays in,
Mm-hmm.
but my husband did it, so he just moved off campus his sophomore year.
I gotcha.
So then I was able to stay with him.
Okay, I don't think people realize that Notre Dame is that strict, but it is.
Like no girls allowed in the dorms after a certain time.
Wow.
It's very strict.
I don't think I would have made it.
No, I went to Michigan State.
Yeah, you
I'm
wouldn't
like,
either.
what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm an adult.
You're right. All right, you say it took him 6 years. How do you pop the question finally?
On a podcast with the Los Angeles Chargers, they asked me to start up this podcast of interviewing different of the wives from the team.
No shit.
And it was called Better Half. And then the first episode he proposed. It was incredible. He was like, "Do you want to be my better half?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I've been," but
Wait, how
Yeah.
sweet.
it
I
was
love that.
perfect. So we had it recorded. There was a photographer, and he goes above and beyond. So he had a hotel room with outfits just laying out in the hotel room, and then we went to a party. This is all also the day before NFL camp. So I don't know what he was thinking with that. We could have pre-planned a little bit better.
Well, maybe it was on the podcast terms, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, we have to record today.
Exactly. No, it was great. We had a party with all our friends. Then we stayed at the hotel after as a little staycation. It was so perfect.
Was this his first year in the league? What year was this in the league?
No, this was year 3.
Year 3. Okay. So it did take, listen, I was living with Matthew for like, I don't even know how long and in the league. And I'm going, what am I doing?
I tried to put up these boundaries, like, okay, I'm not moving out to the city until you propose. And then years started passing by. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not moving in with you. And then
I'll move closer.
I was like, okay, then okay, fine. I'll pay half rent, which I don't know why I would have said that. I'm like,
Yeah,
that
wait,
doesn't make sense. And then I was like, no, I'm not paying rent. I'm not paying anything. I was like, you're taking too long, and my credit card's going in the trash, and you better.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love, but you know what? I love that when you offered to pay half the rent, I'm sure he was like, oh, this is why I love this girl.
Yeah. It felt good.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I was still independent in a way. And then I was like, okay, I still have a job. Like, I'm not quitting my job when you propose, but like, let's move it along, buddy.
What was your job?
I worked in LA as an
Okay.
interior designer,
No way.
staging homes.
Oh, so so on your runs, when you're looking at these homes, you're
yeah.
also looking inside going, I could really do a lot with this
Oh,
place.
yeah. That's what I went to college for, interior design.
No way. Have you ever thought, like, would you ever do the flipping the houses or doing any of that?
We owned 2 Airbnbs in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh,
And so
cool.
I did that for myself. I think my next like interior design project would be to buy like an Airstream or like something like smaller and then maybe work off that
Okay.
and see where I can go with it.
God, I'm so jealous of that. I can't see shit. I look at a house and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what looks good, bad.
But you know it feels nice.
Yes. Well, when it's funny because when Matthew and I first, like when we bought our first home in Michigan, it was in Franklin.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loved it. A little more traditional. And then we realized we were too young for that. So then we bought this like modern thing on the lake and it was fun. But then I felt like it wasn't homey. And now we've finally come to how 20 years later, we're like, I know what I like.
Yeah, this is it now.
Yes. Like we've moved around quite a bit and I know you have too, which we'll get into. But I feel like I'm like, I know I like this.
Absolutely.
And I know I don't like that.
My issue is I know I like so many different styles that it's hard for me to like only do one.
So your house right now, what type of style is it?
Oh my gosh. California organic coastal.
Organic. How do you put organic in a house?
Like tons of textures and plants and
That's
like
what it means.
earthy.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Earthy. Okay. Organic threw me. I'm like, that's food. But no, texture is that
You're eating your sofa.
it now makes sense.
These California diets are getting a little crazy.
I mean, after your marathon runs,
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, I might be hungry for a couch.
First
Yeah.
thing on the list. If you've ever been in the market for a new home, you know home shopping can be a lot. There's so much you don't know and so much you need to know. What are the neighborhoods like? What are the schools like? Who is the agent who knows the listing or the neighborhood best? And why can't all this information just be in one place? Well, now it is on Homes.com. They've got everything you need to know about the listing itself, but even better, they've got comprehensive neighborhood guides and detailed reports about local schools. And their agent directory helps you see the agent's current listings and sales history. Homes.com collaboration tools make it easier than ever to share all this information with your family. It's a whole cul-de-sac of home shopping information all at your fingertips. Homes.com, we've done your homework. So obviously, big change in your life has happened with Isaac retiring. Obviously, we are close.
Yes. Closer.
Yes. You know, and I say that every year, and then it turns out I'm
Not as
wrong.
close as you thought.
But I mean, it comes eventually for every player. What has changed? Like, is there much? How is he doing? Because I mean.
Yeah. It's a huge transition.
Yeah.
Isaac started playing football when he was in middle school, and I feel like that was late for so many NFL players. And so his whole life has been consumed with football and the schedule of football. And it's just like a cadence to your life, right? Like, you know, like, okay, here's OTAs, and then here's training camp, and it just creates this cadence and even a sense of community with like friendships and hanging out with people. So it was holy shit, this is a shock, especially because that was our first year also being parents. So like we don't have a community, we don't really know what's going on, there's no cadence, we're new parents, like where do we go from here?
Right.
Now my daughter's 20 months old. I feel really good about where we're at.
I love that.
But this man's home a little too much. That's the part where I think we're gonna start getting into a new routine where, you know, in the morning he'll be like, "Oh, you want to go to the gym with me?" I'm like, "No."
Like, it turns out I just want to walk around the neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm like, actually, I think we should stagger our gym times so that you left and 2 minutes later I walk in the door of the gym. Like, I need to miss you a little bit.
100%. I do. And we had a relationship expert, and she was talking about how you have to live your own lives, because what do you talk about if you don't? You've been together all day. You don't do, like, you kind of have to. And I will say, like, I fear this with Matthew as well. I love that he loves golf. So maybe does Isaac play golf?
No, but he is running marathons, which takes up a lot of time. So
Okay. Are y'all training together?
absolutely not. He's like, we can go on our long runs together. I go, no.
Wait, so is this why you were in like, I feel like I should run a marathon? Because
No.
he was doing it?
It was my goal. I had a set list of things I wanted to do before I get pregnant next.
Okay.
And on there was run a marathon, just because it's a hard fitness goal.
Yeah. I mean, fuck yeah.
So
it's real hard.
I was like, that's on my list. What does this man do? I think I want to run a marathon. Signs up, runs a marathon a week later. Why?
That's annoying.
Yeah. So now I have no choice but to run the marathon.
it. It's also really annoying that he could do that. That's what I meant by that. Like annoying, and Matthew's like that too. They can just pick up and do things.
It's so frustrating. But the funniest part is that this isn't funny. He slipped last week while running.
Okay.
And I had to go and pick him up. I was like, this feels weird. And this week he's like, I just don't think I can run. Like my ankles hurt. And I'm like, so you last 7 years in the NFL and don't get hurt once, and you slip and hurt your little ankle, and now you can't run for a week?
He's like, well, I don't have the trainers and all the lasers that they put on it
Literally.
or whatever they do to make them heal quickly. I don't know.
Yes.
I mean, the turnaround in NFL with injuries is wild, but I can imagine stepping out after it's all said and done and not having that at your disposal, you know?
He's like just going to treatment more than
Now.
he was when he was in the NFL. My buddy.
I kind of love it though.
No, it's cute. He has like, that's been a huge thing during retirement. He wants to do, like, he has goals, and I think that's keeping him a little sane right now. He has a job offer to go and be on TV.
Oh, great.
Which is very exciting.
Very exciting.
So that was a huge goal of his. He's always like been very passionate about it. He can talk to a wall, so I think he's great at it. I mean, it's kind of like talking to a wall. It's a camera.
Yeah, great.
And then fitness goals. He wants to run a marathon. He wants to run 100 miles.
What?
Yeah.
Is that even a thing?
It is a thing.
In like in a row? Like
Yeah.
you don't stop?
It's in a certain time frame. It's like an ultra.
It's an ultra marathon? Is that what you're
Yes.
saying? Mm-hmm. I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah, no, I don't know why they do exist.
I mean, I am really impressed that his
I'm not doing
body can do that after
He also
so many years in
lost
the
like
league,
30 or 40 pounds.
which they all do, I feel like.
Oh my God. I'm like, oh, it's just that easy. Okay. He's like, look, I'm in my postpartum glow up too. Rude.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, you can't say that.
I don't think he meant it that way, but he was like,
I get it. That
he's like, I'm a daddy. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Ew.
I mean, I will tell you one thing. There's certain things that you just don't say. Like my back has been bothering me,
Oh no.
but I can't say that right now because my husband's all over the media for his back. And I feel like I can't complain because I'm not getting hit or doing that, but my back hurts. And so I know.
Two things can be true.
You're right. You know what? But I just know I gotta right timing for
Yes.
those comments.
Oh yeah.
Right now is not the
right
time.
now is not the time, but
Yes.
soon.
Wait, I love it. Okay, so obviously you have made a career, a brand for yourself. Now, when did you first start doing, was it TikTok first?
Yeah, it was TikTok.
Okay.
First.
When was that?
2020.
Did you realize like what was going to happen?
No. I always loved like videos and editing. I loved YouTube and like watching it, consuming it.
Okay.
And so when I started TikTok, it was more so like, oh, I'm having fun with it. I'm like editing. This is great. Never thought it would be my job
I mean,
and do all these crazy things.
yeah.
Like working with the NFL, these huge companies that like it's wild to me.
I mean, it's honestly amazing because again, when you are married to an NFL player and they have to move around teams, to have something that is your own and to feel like sometimes we use our careers and stuff to feel accomplished.
Yes.
Especially as women in a culture now that, is like you have to work and raise kids and do it all.
Yes.
Sometimes you can feel, especially when you're like this luxury lifestyle that we're given through our men sometimes, I do feel like people come down on us being like, they don't do anything. And so to
Absolutely.
us, it's almost like it empowered, like you're saying, challenge me. It empowers us to want to do something. But you have done such an incredible job of building this brand and starting from, you just knowing how to edit videos, people want your content
Yeah.
over and over again. So I think that's really awesome because I do think we get lost as wags, if you want to call it that. I don't know how you feel about that term. At first, I didn't love it, like back in the old days, but now I feel like it's like a positive thing.
I know now I feel like we're taking it back, which I love.
I do too.
So I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of where it's going.
Yes, agreed.
Yes.
And you do see a lot of wives and girlfriends of professional athletes doing their own thing, getting like credit for it, and people kind of cheering them on now instead of what, honestly, when I came in, it was more like, don't say shit, don't do anything, just shut up, sit down, and smile. And like, I'm doing the complete opposite now.
Like, now you're like, and look, now I have a podcast.
Yeah, now I just talk a lot and no one likes it. It's fine. But I think you kind of like headed the way in a lot of aspects with that. And now I do love just watching you in general, but all these women kind of coming into their own.
I love it.
And using the connections. I think people were so afraid to use it because it's like, oh, it's not ours. But everyone uses connections.
I'm like, exactly. I think it's like I'm taking a full advantage of the NFL because my husband,
why not,
was employed by them.
Yeah.
And who am I? I'm just as much of a part of the NFL as he is. Well, a little bit less.
They take. Here's what I say. They take advantage of your husband.
Absolutely.
And every player. And not advantage, but they, that's
they
what
utilize.
It is. Yes.
And so I'm going to do the same thing.
Why not?
And people love the behind the scenes. They want to see things that they don't know is happening or a different type of experience.
Yeah.
That's why I like social media in general. Like, I like to see other life experiences that I don't get to live or see day to day.
Yeah.
And so I have just like, sometimes I sit back, I'm like, wow, I can't believe like I did this.
Yeah.
And to this extent, because I do genuinely think that I've changed the NFL.
I love that.
I think
girl.
like us women, there are so many incredible women. You, Kristen Ushek, like so many incredible women that
God, you said her name right. That's really well done.
I
struggle
try.
with that name.
It's been a practice.
Okay,
for
good.
sure.
All right. Well, you did great. You did great.
I just know that they call him Juice.
Yes,
so
way easier.
Yeah,
way easier.
But I'm just like so proud of all these women, and it's so night and day from like when I first started social media. That's again, I don't like when people say I can't do something, or I like to prove people wrong. And people are like, oh, you're a gold digger. I'm like, oh, watch me. Watch me.
I love like honestly, and I know your husband's going, fuck yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's the woman I married. Like, she's a badass. And I think that, when you say showing the behind the scenes of things, I think you do such a good job of just keeping it real, which is why, to me, it's why I love you.
Yeah.
Like, it's very easy to watch because you can relate to it.
For sure.
In a day where, or in an age where everything has to be so perfect, or you think everything has to be so perfect. And to show, like, the nitty gritty shit of it.
The crying.
Yes. I mean, I just watched a video of you crying.
About the fly. Everyone thinks I'm pregnant because I cried over a fly. You have a fruit fly buzzing in your ear for 30 minutes on your drive, and you tell me you're not overstimulated. You want to leave the house. You're a mother, and you want to leave the house. Nobody's calling you mom. Nobody's saying, Allie, where's this? Where's this? I'm in the car, and there's a bzz, bzz.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely get it. But I will say, like, I genuinely just love the fact that you do that because it's rare. It's getting more, I think, common for people just to be real with it. Just because I think people feel more comfortable because other people are doing it. So why can't they? Now I have a question. Have you ever regretted a post that you might have made that you're like, nah, maybe I should? I mean, I have plenty. So the only reason I'm asking is because maybe I want to tell you mine. I'm just kidding.
You're like, so.
Yeah, so do you? Because
I don't regret anything I've posted. I do regret one time I went on TikTok Live and I accidentally announced that my husband was signing with the Cleveland Browns before he had signed with the Cleveland Browns. He was literally on a plane. I was like, okay, I need to keep my mouth shut a little bit.
Not that. I mean, I put my foot in my mouth with teams and organizations and locker room situations multiple times. Timing.
Yes.
Timing is a lot of that. But no, that's impressive that you don't really have one because I have quite a few that I've taken down, but you can still find them on the internet. You know what I mean?
Don't we just love the internet for that reason?
Yeah, you know. And then someone was telling you that you can scrub. Kira was telling you that you can scrub things from the internet, and I was like,
this is news to me.
Wait, I'm sorry. Why haven't we done this for like half?
Can we start scrubbing?
I think it's really expensive.
Okay.
And I guess with our brands, we're very honest. And so if you scrub the internet, you kind of defeating the purpose.
Right. I want to make money off of my downfall.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, we might as well. You're already fallen, so we might as well make money off it.
Okay, perfect.
And so your daughter, Scotty, right? How'd you come up with that name?
It was on a Pinterest list of grandpa-inspired names.
I love. I was not expecting that answer, but I do love the name. I didn't know it was
Was it short for something? No, I'm just Scotty.
Super cute.
Love it.
And she's how old now?
20 months.
20 months. Now, you do a really good job, which this is something we are different at. You don't show her face. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah.
Now, when I was social media, when I started with my daughters, it wasn't really as like crazy as it is now. I wish I could.
Right.
Sometimes I wish I could take it back. I'm a little too far gone now. Mm-hmm. They're like my every post.
Yeah.
Do you tell her when you're taking photos to look the other way? Sometimes, because it's very interesting. Like you guys are all smiling, and she's great. Just looking the other way.
If it's a photo I know I want to post, like we went to the fair yesterday, it's really easy to be like, oh, look at the Ferris wheel. Like it's really easy. But it's not like every picture, because I did realize that. I don't know when in my parenthood I realized this, but I started to realize I didn't have enough photos of my daughter's face. I was like, this is disgusting. So now if it happens naturally, it does.
Got it.
Like my husband retired, and I was like, I'm not telling her to look behind.
Yeah.
But then she looks back and she goes, Dada. I go,
looking at the.
she's media trained. She's great.
Good job, baby. Good job.
I'm like, okay.
Well, I mean, I think it's great that you do. I think it's safe.
Yeah. It is way harder than I thought it would be. Just because
it's like a huge part of your life.
Yeah, when you become a mom, you're like, this is my everything. And if you can't show your everything, like, what do you show?
Right.
So it took some learning of like, okay, who am I on social media again? Like, what am I going to post? What comfortable posting? So it was like a journey to get there.
Well, you figured it out.
Yeah.
Because you're wildly entertaining still, even though you're a mom. And sometimes when we become moms, I feel like our coolness factor goes down.
Yeah.
To everybody else, but our kids think we're cool.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh, I don't know.
I was like,
yeah. Now that we're actually talking about it, my kids are probably like,
at a certain age they do, right?
I think that my kids think that I'm cool right now.
Yes,
Like
but there's going to be
under?
an age where they're like, never mind.
No, like 9. It's gonna be like next year. They're gonna be like, you're a loser.
It's like, can you not walk me to the front of the school?
Well, how about last year? My third child, Hunter, love her so much, but she looks at me. She's like, Mom, you're embarrassing me outside of school. I was
Like, what am I doing?
I literally was like, well, I mean, sometimes I make a fool of myself just to get laughs out of them. And the other 3 laughed. She's like, Mom, you're embarrassing me. I was like, oh my God. Like, I almost started crying. I was like, this is what? This is
It
happening
actually
already?
hurts.
It does hurt.
Yeah.
It really does. All right. So I want to talk about the NFL a little bit. And I know we like, touched on it. But you have been with how many different teams were you guys with?
4.
4. Okay,
Yes.
name those teams for me.
Los Angeles Chargers, Las Vegas Raiders, Indianapolis Colts, Cleveland Browns.
Okay, do you have a favorite?
It's hard because I love pieces of each one.
Okay, I like that.
I think I have to say my favorite is Los Angeles Chargers. We were here for the longest. This is our home. Like, love the organization, love the owners, like everything.
Yes. Were they always Los Angeles Chargers when you were here? Or were they at one point?
My husband got drafted the year they moved to LA.
Oh, nice. Okay,
So-
great. Yeah. And y'all were in.
They were burning jerseys, so that part wasn't great.
Well, fans will be fans. Who cares? They burned my husband's jersey. Too.
Yeah, that's right.
Happens. Okay, so these grades, which I think are really interesting that the NFLPA does this. They do these grades on these teams, and they do.
I didn't know the NFLPA does it.
I think it's NFLPA. They say it's player voting for these grades from the NFLPA. Has your husband ever talked about voting on this?
No.
No. I find them very interesting though, because you go through them, and for one, I went through the Lions and the Rams, and I felt like none of it was true.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you and you don't have to tell me if it is true or not, but just tell me what you loved about these places.
Wait, this is gonna be super interesting because you're your husband's high-paid quarterback, a very important player. My husband has had ebbs and flows of being important. Okay, practice squad. Okay, being important. So this will be really.
Wait, let's just go. Hold on. Let's just go there for a second. With those ebbs and flows, did you feel a huge difference in like the way an organization treated him and you?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
More, it's not even the organization. It's, well, yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
Because
well, I
they,
mean-
they treat you, I mean, my husband was on an NFL team. You can Google, you can find out the NFL team, I'm sure. My husband was on practice squad playing in games over guys who were on the active roster.
What?
Yeah.
They just don't want to pay him?
It was more of like a political.
Oh, geez. I mean,
Love the politics.
They should stay in politics, and sports should stay in sports, but that's never the issue.
No.
That's not
Never
what
it is.
happens. When doing this, did you notice that certain families got treated way differently? I'm asking this because I'm like, am I this family?
You know, a little bit.
I mean, I understand. Here's what I'll say. You put my husband's face on things. You put my kids on your social media.
Mm-hmm.
There is one thing that I ask in return, and that is if we're walking into games, like I might want someone next to us because you've kind of put us out there. I put us
Right.
out there too.
Totally.
But your reach is way bigger
Totally.
than mine. But I'm intrigued because during a lot of times when I'm speaking with, and maybe this is one of the differences, when I'm speaking with certain people in the organization, I'm fighting for families as a whole, just to have better circumstances.
Love that.
But I've only been on 2 teams, and honestly, these 2 teams do great.
Right.
Now, when you see the difference in teams, is it like a huge difference? Like, is it like, oh, families, we want to make sure the families are a part,
1,000,000%.
and then, oh no, the families have nothing to do with this?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, yes. Night and day difference.
Okay.
I mean, down to the like wives brunch right at the beginning of the football season. Not every team does that.
Whoa.
Yes. Like even having a point of contact, every team had a point of contact that you could.
For families.
Yes. But some teams were like, hey, let's do a lunch where we can get to know them. We can ask questions. Some teams didn't.
Wow.
Yeah. Like even yes, very different experiences.
Okay, and in your experience, when you felt more welcomed as a part of the organization, not like,
Yes.
hey, you're the supporting staff or you're the help, honestly.
Right.
Because I feel like that's kind of what's going on. Did
It's
you
like you're a guest.
Yeah, well, yeah, yeah, you're right.
That's my husband down there. And you're like,
Yeah, and they're like, wait, oh, I didn't even know he was married. You know,
Yeah.
it's one of those. Do you feel like the teams who welcomed you in, welcomed wives, children, families in, were 1, more connected with each other, and 2, more successful?
100%.
I don't get why teams don't do it then.
I have no idea why there is a, like, it's just not, they're not putting the puzzle pieces together.
It's a disconnect.
The years that my husband was on the teams that played really well, it was like we were hanging out with all of our teammates
It's
outside of the facility. I felt like so close with everybody. It was like kumbaya. And then the teams where, we're always the teams I was like, why? I don't feel like I can hang out with anyone. I don't know who to call right now. Like if I have a question about XYZ, those, yes.
So interesting.
Right?
I mean, again, I have been blessed.
It's
with
almost
2
like
great
me and Kelly
organizations.
should be in charge of this stuff.
I mean, honestly, though, if it comes to, like, I feel like if these NFLs are getting these grades, right? If these organizations are looking at these grades and they're going, God, treatment of families, I didn't think we were that bad. You're probably not treating them at all. You're probably just forgetting about
It's
it.
an afterthought.
Yes.
Or like, oh yeah, we'll give them a parking spot.
Yeah.
It's like, to my husband's job. Great. That's perfect.
We'll give them a parking spot where they park their husbands' cars and we'll shuttle the husbands in.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, and I understand there's dynamics to it that we might not understand, but I've been a part of 2 different organizations who both do an incredible job of including families, making us feel a part. And I think that's huge in the community sense because I think people forget that when you're picking up and moving and you're going to a new city, you don't know anyone. The best thing you can do is connect with people who are kind of in the same boat.
1,000,000%.
And if you don't foster that environment, it'll never happen.
Right.
Because these guys are too busy doing their job for you. The women are trying to figure out, I don't know, what school to send their kids to. Not, hey, let me go sit down with this other NFL wife who maybe knows something about this place or has a friend that I can connect with. But I do think that's really big, and I think it gets overlooked.
It just can't be that hard to have one person dedicated to making the family as a whole, the family unit, their lives a little bit more seamless, right? Like it.
Just make them feel included.
It's a multi-million-dollar business, like billion, right?
It's a lot. It's a lot of money.
So it just feels like I think that some teams are way ahead and some teams have fallen behind. And it's almost like there just needs to be a line that keeps pushing up. Yeah. That it's like the basic.
Maybe you're the line.
Maybe I am.
I think you should go around.
I know what people want and what people need.
And that's the thing, you've been at other organizations. Like, I think that's huge to get because again, I haven't been that many places.
I moved to Vegas at 20 weeks pregnant.
No.
I was like, who the fuck is going to deliver my child? Well, and then he got released, and I ended up moving 2 weeks before I gave birth again.
Oh my gosh! And where did you go then?
Back to California. I got to go give birth in Newport Beach.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Good for you. Yeah. Yes, that's great.
Yeah, honestly, don't feel bad for me because it was a great experience. But I didn't know where to go. So I'm here Googling OBGYNs in Las Vegas. Actually, an NHL wife that I followed mutually on social media, she reached out, was like, if you need anything, I was like, I actually need someone to deliver my child. And she was like, oh, and she was like, here's our team OBGYN. I'm like, why don't we have a team OBGYN? There's more guys on an NFL team.
Hockey's got it set up.
Right?
Yeah, they do well.
I also hear about basketball and baseball. I'm like, where is it because of the amount of guys?
Yes, we can blame it on that.
Yeah,
we can.
Blame it on
and it's not, it is not something that we might change, but I hope it changes for the generations under us, because the worst thing is to show up at a new place, not know anyone, not have family there, maybe have kids in your arms and go, what am I supposed to do now?
Right.
And meanwhile, your husband's gone for the for the season.
And this is the one thing I will say on this, because I can already hear the people in the background, and I love responding to them ahead of time because I like to get ahead of it.
Do it.
Think of any other job. Some people get moving packages, moving benefits with a corporate job. Mm-hmm. This is a huge business where the players are in 7 days a week at the facility. Families are moving around. It's not like, oh, we're at our hometown, this is great.
Yeah.
I just think that this should be the bare minimum. You think my husband's not going home and having a conversation where I'm like, I don't know what OBGYN, and he's just hands off? No, this man is in bed researching. He could be watching film.
I agree.
People are going to be like, that's why his
no,
career.
Here it is. But here's the real thing. Players come home to a stress-free home because things are taken care of, because women know what they're supposed to be doing, who they're supposed to be talking to, where their kids can go to school. Yeah. It makes their lives easier.
100%.
Just like every other job. If your husband comes home and you're stressed out because you can't figure shit out, he's going to stress out too. Because turns out they love you more than they love their job, and they want to make sure you're good. And so when there's a disconnect and there's no one kind of facilitating that, they feel that stress when they walk through the door. Happy wife, happy life. I stand
and that's going to
that.
impact your DraftKings bet that you probably just placed. Yeah. So you should maybe think a little bit more about it. Okay?
Yeah. If you took my husband on fantasy team, you might want to make sure. I'm just kidding. I hate fantasy. I hate fantasy. Do you play fantasy?
I did last year. Now that I'm out of it, I'm like, oh, this is fun.
Oh no, you're one of those.
Play with my players, my little Sims.
Just don't bring up your teams, okay? All right, now, husband is retired. What is next for you?
Oh my gosh, that's a great question.
Besides marathon running,
besides the marathon you have in, I don't know, 4 months. I think that's where I'm struggling a little bit, is where do I want to go next with this? And I don't feel rushed. I do think it's a next few months. I'm going to take some time and think about it because I love sports so much and I want to be heavily involved. But it's wait, what sector do I want to be involved in? Okay. And how can I make an impact? How can it be entertaining? And I'm loving having my podcast and social media, but I'm what is next? That's a great question.
Well, I mean, you can head up the family organization of the NFL.
Do you guys hire?
I think there'd be a lot of happy families that you're doing it.
Hey.
Taking time is always good. And y'all just had a big life alteration. I'm, again, a little nervous for that with us. It's been a long time, and it doesn't matter. You start football when you're young or sports, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's a tough thing to wrap your head around.
Huge life change.
Yeah.
And so I think right now I'm kind of enjoying the idea of life being a little bit more easygoing.
Yeah.
Which I kind of don't like.
And
But I need to like it before I jump into something else. Like, it's so weird knowing I'm going to live in the same house year round.
I mean, you are a professional mover now.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Maybe that's your new business.
Allison's Moving Company.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Trying to come up with a good name on
good
the spot. I'm
slogan.
not good with that.
Right.
No, but I think, honestly, when obviously your life has changed, his life has changed a lot, but taking it slow is nice. And you just mentioned that you might want to have another kid.
Oh, yeah. Definitely
Okay.
more kids in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
The future
That's
is
exciting.
maybe not right now.
Yeah.
But,
That's fine.
But, I say that, but I'm like, life is slow. So I'm like, might as well just throw a few things into the mix.
I mean, throw another kid in there, you know?
Yeah, my husband and I want a bigger family. I mean,
Okay.
I would say like 2-3 kids is a bigger family.
Yeah. Did you come from a big family? Like, what is
3
your...
kids.
3 kids.
Yes.
Same.
So I'm like, I know we would definitely want more kids. Our daughter is a happier child when she's with other kids, so that sounds
that's
great. I'm like,
good.
it works out for all of us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Life is weird without the NFL, for sure.
I think I'm going to struggle too because I've watched it's going to be hard not watching him. I love watching him play.
It makes me so sad that Isaac didn't play in a game when our daughter was here, like able to cheer him on the sidelines. That hurts.
Yeah.
But I think she'll be able to cheer him on in his next
Venture,
career choice.
whatever that might be. Yes. And honestly, like I say this to Matthew all the time, like our girls are older now, and yes, they will remember this, but it's not what they will remember him for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like, oh yeah, my daddy used to play in the NFL. It's not going to be his claim to fame. It's like he's going to do so many other cool things.
Yes, and that's all they care about. Although I will say my youngest loves to walk around and be like, do you know who Matthew Stafford is? And I'm like, I like smack her on the arm. And she's like, ow. I'm like, shh.
But my dad does the same thing. I'll be like with my dad. He's like, yeah, her husband used to play in the. I'm like, oh God, Dad.
So does my dad. They're so proud.
No. I love it. It's precious.
They're proud.
I'm like, can you just do this when I'm not around? Because my anxiety is a little.
Well, also, and like, I don't really want to talk to people about my husband's career right now.
Oh, so cool. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, like if he was here, he would talk to you about it. But like, he's not.
I don't
so-
have any more info. Sorry. Sorry.
All right,
I'm just the wife.
So next for you is taking it slow, possibly adding to the family, whatever his next venture is. Maybe a moving company, maybe the NFL family organization. I don't know.
I'm going to buy the NFL.
But girl, yes. How much do you think the NFL?
I'm like, you want to go halvesies?
I know. I'm sorry. I mean, I've been talking a lot of shit about like we need to put grass on the fields, and I don't want to look at what that costs if I'm owning the NFL. 'Cause I'm sure it's not cheap.
We're like, oh, I need a new stadium. Like,
Do you?
never mind.
Do you? need one?
Yeah, right.
All right. Well, I want to keep it short because I know that you have things to do. But I really appreciate you coming on.
No.
I've seriously, it's been, and Michigan people I always connect with just because y'all are, such easy people to do that with.
Love that.
All right. Before I close out, tell me where we can find you. If people don't know, which it would be weird, but
All social media, Allison Kuch, and then my podcast is Sunday Sports Club Podcast.
at the end, I say have a splash and you say make a splash.
Okay.
Okay, ready? All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Until next week, have a splash.
Make a splash.